Whatever problems you got with Tom ain't been resolved by no sword stabbing.
That's true. Unless you're dead.
Hi, you're watching Two Dumb Guys. I'm Brian. This is Ed. Brian and Ed. The two of us.
Yeah.
That'd be the easiest way to say it. We have been, we kind of been thinking on the same wavelength recently.
Mind meld.
So we're going to do a couple of related topics, one today and then one next time, starting with yours. And would you like to explain it?
Yeah, man, I just looked up some whack medical stuff from back in the day.
All right.
Whack medical stuff. That's the title of this episode. Whack medical stuff. That's what it's going to say. You heard the phrase blowing smoke up your ass.
Yes.
You know that has a legitimate origin.
Okay. Legitimate being
kind
of loosely used here.
No, it's straight legitimate. They would take bellows and load them up with tobacco smoke and literally blow the smoke up your ass. I guess in an attempt to give you ass cancer.
Yeah.
Or cure a disease, which is what they thought it did. But when everybody realized that it didn't, it became the phrase, quit blowing smoke up my ass, because it does nothing.
Yeah. Wait, what disease was it supposed to cure? Or is it one of these panacea kind of things?
Yeah, it was one of those. With that big P word. Panacea. Panasonic?
Panacea, like a
Panasonic
cure-all.
forehead VCO.
Like, what's wrong? It's like, I got a headache, smoke his ass.
Yep.
It's like, I have dysentery, smoke his ass.
But that was
half dead, smoke his ass.
half dead is not all dead. It's just mostly dead. Smoke his ass. That's what they did in The Princess Bride. They just didn't show you that part. It was ass smoking. That kind of led me down what kind of weird shit we used to do that we considered medicine at the time. And the first one I got comes from Mesopotamia, right? And so you had something that ailed you. You went to the doctor. Doctor didn't look at you.
Yeah.
No. They sacrificed a sheep, and then the doctor examined the sheep's liver.
Okay.
To diagnose you.
Kind of like the divinations we were talking about, except it was used as a medical practice.
Yeah, sure, I guess. It's like, I just want to know what that trip to the doctor was like.
Yeah. It's like, what's wrong? All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's like, Tom, kill me a sheep. Bring me his liver.
And then nothing.
It's like, oh, your knee's broke. How's that going to help anybody?
It's like, oh, you're anemic. Here, eat this. Eat this liver. There we go.
That's going to actually help. Anemia is going to come back a little bit later on in my honorable mentions, because it wasn't really a treatment or diagnosis. It was just something I found interesting and humorous. Next treatment. This one's fun. It was called the powder of sympathy.
Yeah.
Well, the powder of sympathy was something they did in the 17th century. It was a powder made by grinding up earthworms, pig brains, rust, and bits of mummified corpses. Now, this had a very specific purpose.
Okay.
And it was to treat wounds that you had received, from rapier fights.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you would think, logically speaking, any normal human would anyway, that you would take that powder and rub it on the wound.
Yeah.
This is not the case. You have to find the offending rapier and then rub the powder on it.
On the sword?
Yeah.
And okay, so instead of
fucking stabbed me last week and it won't heal. Hang on, let me get a powder of sympathy. Go get Tom. Tell him to bring his sword.
A, it seems like you're putting yourself in danger of getting cut again if you go find the person that cut you.
Well, yeah.
And B, I think since there's rust in it, that maybe it may not help, but it's better to put it on the sword than it is to put it in a wound.
It's definitely also bits of mummified corpse. Yeah. I mean, this is like a bacteria fucking sport is what's happening right here.
Well, I wonder. Well, it's like if you mummify a corpse, it's like if you cure meat.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess
you salt it heavily so that it kills the bacteria.
But there's still going to be something in there. I think there's some residuation going on. You made a point of you're more likely to cut yourself rubbing the powder of sympathy on it, but good thing for you, powder of sympathy's already been rubbed on.
Oh, okay.
So even if you cut yourself, you're going to be fine.
Well, I was thinking more in the terms of if you go find Tom and his rapier, Tom's going to use his rapier on you again, because if he cut you the first time, he's going to do it again. Whatever problems you got with Tom ain't been resolved by no sword stabbing.
That's true. Unless you're dead.
Yeah.
In which,
or Tom's dead. If you got Tom better than he got you and he's dead, then yeah, you should have taken his sword right away. That's to the victor go the spoils. That's how it works.
Now,
take his wallet.
Speaking of dead things, since that lets me segue into this.
Yes.
What do you think would be a good way to cure arthritis?
Copper bracelets.
No, sadly. That's not on my list.
Yeah.
However, if you were a drunk Australian man in the 1800s, a dead whale is the answer. Apparently this Australian dude was just drunk as balls, walking along the beach. He had arthritis. He found a beached whale. He accidentally, because drunk, fell into the whale's carcass. And then he just sat there for a while. And when he came out, he was like, my arthritis doesn't hurt so much anymore. Sitting in a whale carcass cures arthritis.
He just like falls down and is like trying to catch himself and he's like wrist deep.
Yeah, something.
And like a whale carcass is like, oh man, that was rough. I'm just gonna have to stay here for a little while because I've not fallen down drunk, but I've like laid down or got into a low position like while drinking and felt like, okay, I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. I don't want to have to get back up. I wonder if the drinking just helped more so than the whale.
I think so. I think it was just being like mad drunk helped the arthritis. So that's you want to help your arthritis. Get hammered.
Yeah.
Just get plastered and you get shots on shots on shots, and your arthritis won't hurt as much. It won't. That's the true thing. While you're drinking, maybe you want to try my next little cure that a doctor in Italy created from the 1800s called Vin Mariani.
Vin Mariani. Okay. Something with wine?
I was going to say, you want to hazard a guess, but you guessed something with wine and you got part of it right.
Vin Mariani. Mariani. Is it wine and shrimp?
No, but that would be dope. Like, just go have a nice dinner. Go eat you some caprese shrimp. I think that's a way to prepare shrimp in Italian. I don't know.
Do some scampi and some and a merlot.
Yeah, scampi and a merlot. This was actually wine that was infused with cocoa leaves. Cocoa leaves, not cocoa. Coca.
Coca, okay.
So this was fucking wine.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't care what you have. That's going to help you.
Yeah.
Cocaine wine is curing any disease.
That's a real panacea.
Yeah.
Right there.
I mean, if it doesn't cure it, you're certainly not going to care about it as much. It's got the cocaine up to bring you just up.
Yeah.
And the wine just brings you just down a little bit to smooth it out, and then you just easy sailing. Yeah. Now, they say that...
Ride the wave. Ride the walrus.
They say Vin Mariani was one of the inspirations for Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Being that it had cocaine in it.
Yeah.
I did like...
Flavors still extracted from coca leaves.
Yeah.
The verified facts.
Well, yeah, that's all we do here. You know about trepanation?
Yeah.
You're just drilling holes in the skull to let out the evil spirits.
Yeah.
Who thought that was going to work? What's wrong? You got a headache? Drill a hole in your skull.
But yeah, they found like a lot of like skulls from, I guess medieval times or whenever that was, the dumb ages where there'd just be a big hole. It's like,
that was like 7,000 years ago that they were doing that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is old school.
Well, some lady did it not too many years back. She lived. She was fine. She lived.
She lived. She's okay. She lives in Arizona with her grandkids.
She doesn't.
She's cool.
She doesn't have migraines anymore. I think she might actually be in Arizona. I'm not sure, but go ahead.
During the plague years, farts in a jar.
Farts in a jar.
Yeah, it was like to
not just for fun, but for health.
Yeah, you fart. Somebody fart in the jar, and then they make you smell it. Because that was, I guess, supposed to make the plague run away. So maybe the plague wasn't down with bad smells.
I've heard about doing that with onions, to fight fevers and to help you get to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Chop up an onion, put it in a jar, put it next to your bed. If you get feverish or if you're having trouble sleeping, just huff that onion and move on. Count some sheep.
Onion huffing is the new jam.
Yeah,
we're gonna make that a thing. Onion huffing. You ever heard of the theory of the wandering womb?
No.
This one was big in ancient Greece. Like, medical science at that point believed that a woman's womb was a living entity with a mind of its own.
Okay.
And it would just wander around the body to cause all sorts of medical problems. Now, to prevent this, to nip it in the bud, ladies were encouraged to get married very early and pump out a ton of babies.
Okay.
Basically, wear that womb the fuck
Yeah.
You're going.
Show that womb its place.
It ain't going to go anywhere. Now, if your womb had got out, if it was a wandering, there were two.
Like within the body or out?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it didn't go down the road.
It didn't okay.
Like it went down the road to Kratos' house. But I'm still playing God of War. Anyway, I lost my track. Oh yeah, if your womb got loose, to put it back in place, they recommended either therapeutic baths or massage.
Okay.
AKA physician prescribed finger banging.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of massage. And it was basically to force it. And now if those failed, the final way to treat the wandering womb was to basically put a bunch of pitch and just nasty smelling stuff around the head and then massage the inner thighs with very nice smelling oils. The idea being that the womb would not like the bad smell and would go back where it belongs.
Okay. That, as dumb as that is, it's sort of like, I mean...
It at least makes sense.
Yeah.
You run away from the bad thing and run to the good thing.
It's totally sound moronic logic. Is what it is. The dumb ages.
Because we were dumb back in the day.
But they figured out some stuff, in the
Yeah.
ancient Greek, ancient Roman kind of era. They figured out a lot of stuff that led to other things being figured out.
Well, that's true too. So we'll give them a smidge, just a smidgy credit.
Yeah.
And two honorable mentions. They may or may not go in the video. We'll see. Both of them have to do with sexuality. Dr. Sarden's electric belt and suspensory for weak men. If you had impotence, it was a belt that was electrified that you put in. It had this little dongle that you put your dongle in. A little dongle for your dongle. And it was a live wire, basically. It was the literal shot cop.
Okay, yeah.
For weak men.
Yeah. I mean, you can find you can find those online now.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if that should get down,
if that should get down, then get down.
You're covered. And
don't bring it in my house.
As far as the ladies, this one wasn't really a treatment, but it was considered a disease they called green sickness. It's anemia.
Oh, okay.
So, like, young girls would have kind of like a greenish tint to their skin because of low iron. And, basically, they believed the cure for it was a good plowing, basically.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting to. That will cure your anemia because you got the green sickness. And I do think we should, bring green sickness back as a thing.
Yeah.
Not as a belief system, just as a term for, a really hot chick. Damn, bro. She got the green sickness. There's a lot of good terms, but, they're all played out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's hot. Oh, she's fine. She got the green sickness. So
I'll go with that.
Yeah. Thanks for seeing this with your eye holes. And come back and watch the other one where we're going to talk about whatever Brian's got put together.
Yeah. Folk remedies.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Ah.
Look at all them links. Click them. Get your click on. Get your click on.